It's 2,000 years ago. The field is dust, the sun is brutal, and a leather ball just rolled to a stop at your feet. 20 players are already sprinting at you. No referee, almost no rules. But there's a goal, and the whole village wants you to reach it. You think football started in a schoolyard in England? You're about 3,000 years too late. We tell ourselves football was invented. A specific place, a specific year, a set of rules written down by serious men in waistcoats. 1863, England, the Football Association. That's the story. But that's not when football began. That's just when we finally agreed on the paperwork. Because for thousands of years before that, all over the planet, humans were already doing the exact same thing. So, did ancient humans play football? The short answer is yes. The long answer is far stranger than that. Let's start with the oldest one we can prove. In China, more than 2,000 years ago, during the Han Dynasty, soldiers played a game called Cuju. The name literally means kick ball. They used a leather sphere stuffed with feathers and hair, and later an inflated animal bladder, a ball that bounced. They set up goals, small nets stretched between bamboo poles. There were teams, there were positions. There were rules about what you could and couldn't do with your hands. Generals used it to keep their armies fit. Emperors played it for fun. FIFA, the modern governing body of football, officially recognizes Cuju as the earliest form of the game. 2,000 years before the Premier League, someone in China was already arguing about a disallowed goal. Now travel west. The ancient Greeks had their own version, called episkyros. 2 teams, a ball, a line in the dirt you were trying to push the other team past. It was rough, fast, and physical. The Romans took that idea and made it harder, like the Romans made everything harder. Their game was called harpastum, the small ball game. It was brutal. Players tackled, wrestled, and fought over a tiny, dense ball, sometimes for hours. Roman writers complained about the injuries. Soldiers played it to stay battle-ready. 2 empires, separated by centuries, both landed on the same idea. Take a ball, pick 2 teams, and turn it into controlled war. But the strangest version is across an entire ocean, where no one had ever heard of Greece, Rome, or China. In Mesoamerica, the world of the Maya and the Aztecs, people were playing a ball game more than 3,000 years ago. We've found their rubber balls, some older than the pyramids of Egypt. The oldest ones, pulled from a waterlogged Mexican bog, date back to around 1600 BC. We found their courts, massive stone arenas built into the heart of their cities. And here's where it stops being a game. For them, the match could be sacred. Some of these games ended at an altar. Archaeologists believe that on certain occasions, the losing team, or maybe the winning one, was sacrificed. Imagine a sport where the final whistle could cost you your life. That's how seriously humans took kicking a ball around. And it keeps going. In Australia, Aboriginal peoples played kicking games with stuffed possum skin balls long before any European arrived. In Japan, there was a game of keeping a ball in the air without ever letting it touch the ground. In medieval Europe, entire villages played a chaotic version with hundreds of people, where the goals were 2 landmarks a mile apart and broken bones were just part of the afternoon. Different continents, different centuries, people who never met, who spoke languages that had no connection, who didn't even know the others existed. And all of them, independently, invented almost the same thing. Now, some of you are thinking, okay, but people kicking a ball isn't really football. There's no offside, no penalty box, no VAR. Fair. But strip football down to its core, and what's left? A ball? 2 sides? A target to aim for? A crowd that cares far too much. That skeleton is exactly what shows up again and again across the entire human story. The rules change, the skeleton never does. Which raises the real question: why? Why does this one idea keep appearing in cultures that had nothing in common? The answer isn't about sport, it's about us. A ball is unpredictable. It bounces, it rolls, it never quite does what you expect. So chasing it sharpens reflexes, coordination, and timing, the exact skills our ancestors needed to hunt and survive. A team game is mock war. It lets a group practice cooperation, strategy, and aggression without anyone actually dying. And a crowd watching a match is a tribe binding itself together, choosing a side, feeling as one. Play wasn't a break from survival. Play was practice for it. In 1938, a Dutch historian named Johan Huizinga put a name to it. He argued that play isn't just something humans do when the work is finished. It's one of the things that made us human in the first place. He called our species Homo Ludens, man the player. Before we built laws, before we wrote books, before we farmed a single field, we were already inventing games, drawing lines, picking sides, and agreeing to follow rules for no reason other than the joy of it. Football isn't a distraction from being human. It might be one of the purest expressions of it. So picture it again. It doesn't matter where. A field in Han China, a court in the Yucatan, a frozen village green in England. The ball moves. 100 eyes lock onto it. Someone shouts. Someone runs. For a few minutes, nothing else exists. Not the harvest, not the war, not the gods. Just the ball, your side, and the impossible, electric hope that you'll be the one to reach the goal. That feeling you get in the 90th minute, they felt it too, thousands of years before you were born. We didn't invent football, we uncovered it. It was waiting inside us the whole time, in the same part of us that needs to belong, to compete, to play. The rules in your rule book are about 150 years old. The game itself is as old as we are. So the next time someone tells you it's just 22 people chasing a ball, you can tell them the truth. Humans have been chasing that ball for 3,000 years. And we were never really chasing the ball. We were chasing each other.